Hello, Victory Village. It is me again, and welcome back to another episode of 20 Vet Speaks. Of course, I am, and we are going to have some fun talking about the YouTube streets tonight. The drama is real. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but there is so much drama on YouTube, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to get it in, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see what you guys have to bring to the table when it comes to what you guys know about the drama on YouTube. I have been watching a few. Uh, I've been watching a few. I've been watching a few channels, you guys, and when I tell you the drama in the YouTube streets are so real, it is so real. And so we're going to address a few things about it, okay? So first off, it has come to my attention, that people have asked me to review this young lady called Shanita on YouTube. She is Shanita the Preacher, and I did, or Preacher, okay, and I did do a review, okay, on her video. Hey, Sugar. I did do a review on Shanita's channel, and a lot of people did not like it. So I'm like, okay, we're going to address that situation. Not that I care if you liked it or not, but it's just the severity of it. Hey, Vicky Boo. It's just the severity of this, okay? And I was like, we're going to do this live because then that way the people who disagree or the people who have questions can actually ask me since I'm live, and you don't have to worry about putting anything in the comments below because we're all here, right? Now, look, I never said that I didn't like this woman. I don't know Shanita, okay? I don't know her from a can of paint. I know what I saw in her videos when you asked me to review the channel, okay? Um, I think she's a little mixed up, you know, and I've heard some stuff. I don't know if this stuff is true or not, but here in the YouTube streets, it has been said allegedly. Okay, Sugar. Okay. It has been said in the YouTube streets that she allegedly uses drugs. I don't know this. Okay. Don't come for me talking about I said. I'm saying what y'all said. You said that the girl was on drugs, or she still is on drugs. She acts a little, as Sugar just said, wackadoodle. For me, because I work in the ministry sector, you cannot be a Christian believer, a believer of faith. You cannot believe in the Holy Bible and what the Bible says and be a medium that is a tarot card reader, talk to the dead. You cannot involve yourself in Wiccan. It clearly says that this is not of God. The Bible never said that the power wasn't real. The Bible is telling you not to use that source. Okay? So either you're on this side or you're on this side, but you can't be on both. It just strikes me as odd. She comes on, she says her prayer, she's praying to God, whoever that is, and then she picks up her tarot cards. For me, I couldn't have that type of career. I would be scared to death. I'm going to be struck by lightning or something. Because I do believe in the Bible, and I do understand what the Bible says, and I do understand what Jesus meant when he said those words. I get it. Because God is a jealous God, right? And he doesn't want you to compare anything else. It's kind of like mocking God, and the Bible says that God will not be mocked. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very clear to me that either I'm going to be a medium, I'm going to be a fortune teller, I'm going to do all this stuff, or I'm going to do what the Holy Bible says and stay away from it and depend on who? God. For what? All things. That is what I meant, and that is what I said, and that's what I'm standing firm on. So if you want to believe this woman, you go right ahead and believe this woman. For me, it's a no. For me, it's a hard pass. It's just you're mixing up a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense. And the thing for me, you guys, is that this woman has so many followers, and these people shell out money. I'm talking about $100 super chats and $50 super chats, and she won't do a reading unless you know chat, and then you got to send her cash app. But we're buffering. Okay, we're back. I don't know what that was, you guys, but we're back. And I don't understand all of that stuff. I don't understand why you have to try to scam people. You try to make people believe this, that, and the third, just so you can take their money. If that's what you're going to do, and the Bible says there is a special place in hell for those types of people, you're skating on thin ice if you actually believe in God. And I don't understand how you can actually believe in God and the word of God says, don't do this. It doesn't make sense to me. And another thing is, this woman's mouth is so filthy. She talks like a man. Like, have you ever heard a man just like curse somebody out? Every sentence is like jam packed with curse words. Who are you talking to like that? Her subscribers, the people in the audience. She curses them out every episode. It is weird to me. I don't understand it. But I'm just saying, like, when I tell you she will curse you out if she doesn't like something you say, she will curse you out. If you're talking, something that she doesn't like, she will curse you out if you ask her a question and she doesn't want to answer it. That's crazy. Okay? That's crazy. I don't care what you say. That's crazy to me. Sugar says that's the new trendy YouTube thing, card reading. I know card reading isn't new, but it's a current YouTube trend. I'm not here for it. I am not here for it. You got your love. My thing is this. This is the reason that I'm not into it, and I don't want nobody reading cards for me and all this kind of stuff. What you're asking a human being to do is to put your life in the hands of somebody who has a deck of cards that will take a risk and pull a card, and that's supposed to tell you what's coming for your life. Does that sound right? You are supposed to put your life and your future in the hands of a man or a woman that has a deck of cards, and she's going to shuffle the cards up, and then she's going to start pulling the cards out, and whatever lays out, whatever she pulls, that's your future. Hey, Vern. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the village. Hey, y'all in the bushes. Do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up for your girl. Welcome to the victory village, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Hey, positively blessed. How you doing, girl? Listen, Lindas, I'm not here for the card readings. I'm not here for the tarot card readings. I believe in Jesus Christ. He is my savior, and I am not ashamed. So don't be trying to read no cards. Don't be trying to pull no cards to tell me about my future. If I want to know what my future is, I'll read the Bible. I don't need it. I'm not giving nobody no $100 super chats, no $50 super chats, and all this kind of shenanigans and stuff because I want somebody to tell me what's in my future. I'm not here for it. I don't play with God like that. The Bible says to be God fearing. I'm not fixing to play with my future like that. I knew Sugar was gonna come in here clowning. Hey Levi, how you doing? Welcome to the village. Vern said, I can see people using it as entertainment only, not a life source, as in this is true and it's really going to happen. They do. I believe that they believe it. Otherwise, why would you give all of your hard-earned money to a complete stranger? It just doesn't make sense to me. Positively says, that's one thing I do not believe in. God holds my future in his hands and not any cards. Exactly. That's crazy to me. I don't understand it. I will never understand how you can actually go to somebody, a tarot card reader or a fortune teller or a witch or a Wiccan, a warlock, or, any of these people, a medium of sorts, and ask them, can I talk to my dead grandmother? Or, am I going to fall in love again? Or, what's going to happen to me in 10 years? They don't know. There's not a deck of cards on this world, on this earth, in this universe. There's not a deck of cards, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. There's not a deck of cards on this planet that can tell you what your future is going to be. It's a scam, okay? Are you listening? Is this thing on? No. It's a scam. And you need to quit giving this woman your money. I've never in my life been on a live stream where people are just throwing your money. This girl makes a few $1,000s a week alone without ads running. She curses like a sailor. She's not the type of YouTuber, okay, that is looking for endorsements. She's not looking for sponsorships. She's not looking for brand deals, okay? She is looking for you to open your wallet. And I've seen people go in her live streams and say stuff like, come in with your wallet open, come in with your purse open, like they're ready. Like this woman hasn't said anything and they're just, $35, $50, $75. Like, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? How can you be so messed up here that you actually think a deck of cards holds your future? Look, don't ever ask me about Shanita, the preacher, or anybody else. She cannot preach to me. She cannot read cards for me. She cannot tell me squat. Okay? She is playing with fire. And anybody else that does this kind of stuff is playing with fire. Okay? It's not real. That's not going to help your life. You need to pick up a Bible. And even if you don't want to be a Christian, there's a whole lot of other things you could be doing besides talking to a medium and giving your money away for information that may or may not be true. That's just dumb. It's dumb. Okay? And I'm not changing my mind about it. So there it is. Okay? Now, let's talk about these people who are doing like 12-hour live streams to prove a point because they hate somebody. Hey boo, hey y'all, full of life, chocolate, welcome to the village, y'all. Come on in, pull up a seat, get you some Coca-Cola and some popcorn. Listen, these people that are doing like I hate you for 8, 10, 12-hour live streams, I can't. It ain't nobody on this planet that I hate that much. And I don't understand what kind of time you have on your hands that you can actually stay on a live stream for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours to talk about a person that you hate. And listen, it's not just one person. I have seen this happen time and time again over the internet. And these people have husbands, these people have kids, and y'all be on the air like these kids and stuff. Your children have not seen you in 12 hours and you're on YouTube talking about somebody you can't stand, repeating yourself over and over, getting other people involved with the YouTube hate. Why would you want to be a YouTube thug every day for 12 hours? It doesn't make any sense to me. How in the world are you taking care of your family? When are you cooking? When are you cleaning? You know what I'm saying? When are you spending romantic time with your husband? When are you helping your kids with their homework? Like, I don't understand any of that. Like, somebody make it make sense. I don't get it. Sugar says, ain't nobody got time for that. I know that's right. I know I don't. I'll spend an hour and a half to 2 hours with you guys because I'm at work. This is my job. And then on the other, aspect of that, I love communicating with people. I love meeting new people. And this is one of the main reasons that I wanted a YouTube career, to, build a community where, we can all interact with each other. That is important to me. What's not important to me is running down people that I hate for hours on end. Live streams that are silent streams, I'm not doing that either. That's stupid. I'm not letting my computer run all night for your silent stream. For what? Make some content. Make some content that people want to see. And the people who are interacting with these, drama vloggers and the hate vloggers, what kind of time do you guys have that you're actually on the live stream? Because I literally, you can pop out and pop back in and pop out and pop back in, and the same people will be in the live stream all day, all night, all day. I don't understand none of that. I struggle putting up 10-minute. But Vicky, you're consistent. I can tell you that. You're consistent. I'm seeing you every week. You are doing your thing. You're doing your challenges. That is content. But this other stuff that people are doing, this is not content, ladies and gentlemen. And people are eventually going to get tired of it. This is not something that I'm going to go back and look at time and time again. I'm not going back and looking at that. That's not evergreen content. That is not going to give you brand deals. That's not going to get you endorsements. That's not going to get you sponsorships. See, YouTube is a business, okay? You're building communities and you're owning a business. So if you want to be a boss woman, then stop the shenanigans and really there are people out there who are just giving stuff away. And I've got some of it. I have a room full of makeup and makeup brushes and outfits and books and stuff that people have given me just to do a review or do a review on Amazon because they trust me because of the content that I put out. You guys are missing it. You're missing the whole point of YouTube. You're playing games and you're never going to be like that YouTube success where, Kraft Macaroni and Cheese says, I love your content. I love your cooking. I want you to, we got a new product and I want you to advertise it. You're never going to be that person, that gets the jewelry or whatever, and you get to wear free jewelry on. As a matter of fact, I got a pair of earrings from a lady that does paparazzi that I have to wear these. That's going to be a sponsored video. What about, let me show you this. There's some new little earbuds that came out. I guess this is like the competition for the iBuds or whatever. I have to do this in a video. This is free. Like, I don't have to send this back. This is mine. All I have to do is do a review about it. I've got so many things in here that I get to keep or I get to give in a giveaway. I have got candles up there. I got coffee cups. Hey, sis. The tea. This is the flat tummy tea, you guys. I have flat tummy tea that I got free. This stuff was free. And I get to use this and show you guys, what it does. I get to talk about it. There's another thing that I got in here, and I'm just saying this because I want you to understand what YouTube can afford you, right? And I'm looking for this lady's name because I know she sent me her card, but she does a company called Revital You. And all of this weight loss stuff, all of this stuff right here, the weight loss packages and stuff, I got for free. And that's why I was like, Sharon, she just came in the building. Send me some stuff. Send me some of these things so that I can, advertise for you too. Anybody that has something. The other night, did you guys see my live stream with Eat with Philly Phil? She sent me a 6-flavor cake that was free. All I have to do, and she told me I didn't even have to have her on the show, but I felt like, yeah, I want you to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to get the recognition while I try the cake. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff in here that I've got because people like my content and they trust what I'm doing and they want me to represent what they're doing. That's what YouTube is all about. This is what I'm striving to do. I don't want to get on here and curse people out. I'm not going to be reading tarot cards. I'm not going to be, slandering people and stuff like that because, I'm in it for business. This is business. And then in the meantime, the plus side is I get to make great friends. I get to bond with people. I get to connect with like-minded people. When I'm on my weight loss journey, you guys relate to me. When I'm talking about relationships, you guys relate to me. When I'm talking about my spiritual journey, you guys relate to me. If I'm talking about makeup, you guys relate to me. And that's what building a community is about. So I'm not really understanding what getting on YouTube and cursing one person out for 12 hours gets you. I'll wait. Nothing? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I didn't think it got you anything. I didn't think it got you anything. Sugar says, what is a client stream purpose? What is a client stream? Well, let's say that Sharon Gehring, my sister that just came in the room, she has a weight loss and fitness program. I can have her on my show, and she can actually, I will have her products with me. Like, she sends me some products that she wants me to try while she's on the show. And it's kind of like an infomercial. So a client stream, helps me out because people trust me and I give you my honest opinion. And it also helps her out because you guys know where I got the stuff from. So you know how it tastes, you know how it made me feel. I come back in a week, I give you some results. You know what I'm saying? A client stream is a lot different. It's like an infomercial here on YouTube. So, and that was a good question, Sugar. I appreciate that. That was a good, I hope I did a good job answering. Vicky says, sis, I finally made it. I'm glad you did. Oh, you meant a silent stream. Okay, a silent stream is like a black, it's like this. Like, okay, I can't do it, but there you go. You can't see me, right? You can't see me and you don't hear anything. The purpose of a silent stream is to let you run all night while I go to bed so that you can collect watch hours. And for me, I feel like it's a cheat, it's a cop out or whatever, because you don't have to make content for that. You literally are just, racking up empty watch hours so that you can get monetized. But at the end of the day, it's going to hurt your channel because those people that ran you for 12 hours or 8 hours while they were sleeping are not going to watch your content. They're going to help you get monetized, but after that, you have to figure out a way to stay monetized. So I was never in favor of that because you might as well start out with content that people want to see. Not so much content you want people to see, but ask your audience, what do you guys want to see? And YouTube makes it easy because YouTube actually puts places on your community tab where you can run a poll, or you can let people know where you are outside of YouTube, and you guys can talk about this stuff. If you don't have an audience, no, there's no reason for you to have a YouTube channel. If you don't have somebody watching you, if you're not making any money here, there's no reason for you to be here. And I feel like the people that run down, like if you have to insult somebody and you have to really run down somebody's name, if you have to talk about somebody like a dog or whatever to make your channel look better, you're missing the whole point. Hey, Leslie. Leslie says, well, people like what they like, so as long as they aren't physically hurting anyone, I let people who they are and like what I want to like. It's like a soap opera to some. But the thing is, Leslie, let's talk about Jasmine, my jazzy life. People showed up at her house. That's the point that I'm getting to. People showed up at her house. The police were called. She has children inside her house. If I'm not mistaken, she has 4 children. But women from YouTube showed up at her house to kick her butt because they hate her so much. That's when it becomes too much. I am not a fan of my jazzy life. I think that she has a lot of issues that she needs to handle. Parenting classes, just some things like, when you're becoming a woman type stuff. But even in that, I would never, ever show up at somebody's house because I hate you so much that I want to whoop your behind. Are you kidding me? Those people could have showed up with guns. They could have showed up with baseball bats. There's no telling what all they had planned to do, you know, We pulled up. Now what? Come outside. What? That's not cool. We're not doing that. Leslie said it's like watching reality TV in real time, not scripted. But when people show up at your house and your kids are, in the house supposed to be sleeping and this is supposed to be a safe environment, that's not cool. That is not cool. And it's getting to that point. It's getting to that point to where, people are threatening each other, threatening to come, well, meet me and so, I'll meet you halfway and all this kind of stuff. And you don't know these people from a can of paint. I don't know these folks. We don't have no relationship outside of YouTube. So why do I'm like, if you don't like what she does, you probably don't need to be watching her channel. There's a thought. Turn to something else. Hey, Ree, how you doing? Welcome to the village. You know what I'm saying? This is out of hand. The YouTube streets, they're getting out of hand. People are getting hurt. When you talk about people that are talking about other people, some people are not strong enough to handle that. And so I did a video last year about the suicides that were happening on YouTube. Some of these YouTubers are children. They are teenagers. The youngest one was a 9-year-old YouTuber that hung himself, and his mother went in his room after school and found her son hanging from the ceiling fan because he hung himself because somebody was bullying him online. That's when it becomes too far. That's when you don't know how to watch something else when you don't like somebody. I mean, that's ridiculous. Chocolate said, I love the content, sis. Keep it up. Thank you. Those who do that get left in the dust. Listen, I'm not trying to ruin my channel, and I'm certainly not trying to run anybody else down. I'm very careful with the words that I choose. I'm very careful with the content that I choose, because I want the endorsements and stuff to be, bigger as I grow my channel. And so I have like different channels. I have more than one channel because I don't want to mix content too much. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to get messy and have some fun or whatever, that's fine. That's cool. YouTube will monetize it and you'll get a little $100 check every month. But that's not, that's not going to teach anybody anything. That's not edifying anybody's life. Excuse me. Like, you're not learning anything from that. But it's okay to laugh and joke or whatever. But when people are committing suicide and when people are doing pranks that, like you're getting killed and you're getting hurt. There's a guy, he's married to an African American lady, really, nice guy, used to be a skateboarder, but he's doing tricks and this, that, and the other. Now he's a paraplegic to show out for the tube. Just like some people do it for the gram, some people do it for the tube. And I feel like it's just getting out of hand. The competition is getting out of hand. Look at the Ace family, for God's sake. There are some, guys that, used to do stunts and stuff on YouTube, and then they turned out to be boxers. So they box for a living. Now the guy on the Ace family wants to be a boxer too. He's going to end up getting himself hurt. He's going to end up getting himself hurt or killed. Just because you think you can do what somebody else does, I don't think that's smart. And you have a wife and kids, I think you need to stay in your lane, sir. Okay, Ace family, I think you need to stay in your lane. I don't think you need to, go there and get in the ring with a professional boxer. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't care how strong I think I am. These people are trained. Like, these people have been doing this for years. Are you crazy? Sugar says, perfect explanation. I didn't know what a client stream was either. Thank you. Well, you're welcome, darling. Chocolate said, that's not fair. Let me see. What else we got? Positively says, OMG, yes. When that YouTuber played that robbery prank, yep, and he got killed. Like, why would you do that? That's my point exactly. YouTube, my fellow YouTubers, stop with the foolishness. There is no reason for you to be stuck on stupid. Do you know how many things you could be doing on YouTube that really will help people instead of doing stuff to catch somebody's attention and then look at you, you end up shot, or you end up hurt for the rest of your life. And some of these people, like, their YouTube channels. Hey, being Marilyn Gale, yay, I have a YouTube honorary celebrity in the house. Hey, girl. If y'all haven't checked out Being Marilyn Gale, she has some of the greatest stories. She's on Spreaker and she's on YouTube, and she does some amazing stories. So you guys need to check her out if you love story times. And she does stories about celebrities that we may have forgotten about and stuff. So like, she can find out some good stuff. So y'all might need to check her out. She's really, really good. So I'm glad you're here, girl. Chocolate says, LOL, get his head knocked off. Exactly. Exactly. Do you think I would get in the ring with somebody who's been boxing and who'll be winning all his fights? I think his name is Luke. I think his name is Luke. He's a blonde-headed guy, blue eyes, like, I don't know, 3% body fat. I mean, he's felt, you know what I'm saying? He's like, no, no. I don't think so, sir. I don't think you need to be doing that. Okay? I don't think so. Another thing that I have an issue with, and I'm just going to be very frank about it. I'm just going to speak my piece because I need to get it off my chest. And you're welcome, sis. I appreciate you so much. Okay. If you have a YouTube channel and you call yourself a mommy vlogger, I expect to see your children in the vlog sometimes. Lives life, my jazzy life. There's some other ones out there. If you know some other ones, put them in the chat. Let's see. My jazzy life, lives life. Who else has children? And you call yourself a family vlogger or a mommy vlogger, but we never see your children. We don't see you interacting with your children. Tonight we're calling y'all out. Okay. Check that chat. If you have bad parenting skills, you probably need to stop putting that on YouTube. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what we found out last week is that Child Protective Services are showing up at people's houses. And it's not because YouTubers are calling Child Protective Services, it's because they are watching on their own. Hey, sis, how you doing? Y'all say hello to my sister Doreen in the house. Thank you for coming, sis. I'm gonna need y'all to treat your kids right on camera. I don't need you shoving them in a room by themselves for hours so you can do a live stream, or so you can do a video of you sitting there talking about absolutely nothing. I have concerns about the children and the welfare of I saw a girl the other week. It was like 2 weeks ago. Somebody sent me a video of a woman who is now an adult, and she grew up as a family vlog member. She was one of the children, and her mind is so messed up. She was not allowed to have friends. It's a little white girl. She's so cute. But as an adult now, she doesn't know how to make friends. She's afraid to go outside. People remember her from the vlogs and they say nasty stuff about her. She's like avoiding going to college because she has a reputation. Her family has a reputation. And some of the stuff that her parents did was stupid. Not only that, but you don't even give your children an opportunity to say if they even want to do this or not. You just shove a camera in their face. When you're like 2, 3, 4 years old, it may be fun. But then when you get up to like 12, 13, 14, 15, these children may not want to do this anymore. And you're making them do it because you want to keep your check. It may be you get to a point where you need to change your content and think about the well-being of your family and of your children. There are marriages that have been split up because you guys don't know when to stop. I mean, I understand YouTube may be your whole source of income. I get that. But there's nothing wrong with changing your content for the well-being of your family and possibly the well-being of yourself. Vicky's World says, well, what are your thoughts on it's Scotty guy? It seems like he's a hottie on TikTok and YouTube. I don't know. It's Scotty. I don't know. I don't know him. If you give me his YouTube channel, I'll look him up though. But I don't think I know him. And I have a TikTok account, and I don't even fool around. Big Marilyn Gale says that I truly have concerns about the children. So do I. I have concerns about the children because, they're I mean, it's like you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to be in front of the camera. You know, like you don't have a choice because your parents are vloggers. Well, you need to start cutting wood. Maybe you need to change, your channel to, woodwork. Or maybe you need to change your channel to, fixing cars or something because your children, should come first. They didn't ask to be here. And some of them hate it. Some of them hate, they don't want this lifestyle. They don't want to be on TV. They don't want to be on YouTube. And you're making them do this. And you don't understand, the severity that this may have on their psyche. I mean, it's like, and then the other kids, what really concerns me is the kids that get neglected because mommy or daddy is too busy trying to be a celebrity. Are you feeding your children? Are they bathing themselves? When do you make time to bathe your kids and comb their hair and give them meals and give them hugs and kisses and spend time with them without the camera? Without the camera. Without without the camera. I To me that would be important. Your kid has a spelling test coming up and they're struggling and you're too busy vlogging. Hey, Ree. Ree says a very positive YouTuber is the Dream Family, always showing their children. They forget that the followers may be in child protective careers. They forget that followers may be in child. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. There could be child protective services watching your live stream, watching you push your child away, watching you, lock them up in a room to where they can't get out. You know, why do you people have children? Why do you have kids if this is how you're going to treat them? Good God. Sugar says, not that I know any of these people. I wish people would interact with their children and not show their faces, and bodies. Too many random weirdos and pedophiles. Now that I've typed that out, never mind. Excuse me. Pedophiles are real. And you said the right thing. Because also, you guys have little girls, you have little boys, you're showing, your house. People know the city and state you live in. I just said somebody showed up to Jazzy's house with her 4 children. There was 2 people in the car waiting for her to come out because they're talking about I pulled up. I pulled up. And you're streaming this on Instagram, hello, for the world to see. You're so big and bad. I would have called the police and I would have been like, I'll be out in a minute. Whoop whoop, and wait for the cops to come. I sure would have. You don't show up to my house and threaten me with my children in the house. You don't threaten me, period. If I was childless, you don't come to my house. If you want to see me, we might have a meet and greet with a couple of bodyguards and stuff like that. But I'm not just going to we're not going to show up. We're not friends like that. And if you really are making enemies on YouTube to the point where you've never met, but when you do meet, you want to kick somebody's butt, you are psychotic. You need problem solving efforts. Like you need a psychiatrist. Like you need Iyanla Vanzant. Like that's crazy for real. Vicky's World says if you record yourself being unstable and post it, then you aren't thinking about your kids at all. That's a good opinion, and it's actually a fact. If you know that you're unstable, there are some people who go through depression. They have PTSD, postpartum depression, all kinds of stuff, bipolar depression, and they cut the camera on, sometimes when they're clearly unstable and just they make a mess of it. They make a mess of And the thing about it is they don't take the videos down because they get so many views. So they won't even take the video down because they don't want to miss all that money. Sugar says that I really enjoy. Oh yes, look, I can't say his name. LaGuardia Cross and his wife and their two little girls are so sweet. The first LaGuardia's Cross video I saw, he was interviewing his baby. And the other day, last week, I saw his wife. I think it was like the second time I saw his wife, and she was actually talking about postpartum depression. Because I was kind of wondering where she was, like she wasn't in the background like she normally is. And he made a video saying that my wife is in counseling. And so she actually talked about it and not being able to care for her children like she thought she, was supposed to, because of the postpartum depression, and how people are really afraid to get counseling because they think, it's shameful. Like, well, I'm supposed to be, taking care of my baby and I can't, you know what I'm saying? But nobody's perfect and you need help. And, sometimes that's just it. You're overwhelmed, you need help. And I commend her for making that video because there are other people who are going to see that video and they're going to understand, maybe I do need to get some help. You know what I'm saying? So I love that channel and I love their videos. So that was a good shout out. That was a good shout out, Sugar. I love that channel. Being Marilyn Gale says that I hate when the children always are saying that they're hungry. Girl, it breaks my heart. Mind you, the adults are eating. Girl, just the other day, saw one of the mommy vloggers, my foot. I mean, chowing down on some food. I don't know what she had on that plate. And the babies are looking like, mommy don't eat it all, because we want some too. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like I get in my feelings and yeah, I want to slap the taste out of your mouth, but I would never, but that's just how I feel because while your children are so fragile and frail over there getting maybe 1 or 2 meals a day, your fat ass is sitting over there just eating up all the food in the house and you don't want to be bothered with your children. You don't want to be bothered. But you're having kids for what? For the YouTube check, for the welfare check, for the food stamps. You're having all these kids because what? You want to keep the man? You think if I have enough children by him, he'll stay? And some of these men that you guys are having these babies with don't even have a job. Some of you guys aren't even married. You are shacking up with a scrub, having babies, and then YouTube is going to give me a check because I'm going to show my life. We don't want to see that trash. Get married, have some kids, make a home, be a real, family vlog channel. And then when your children are old enough to say, I don't want to do this, stop shoving the camera in their face. Positively Blessed says that I like Jazz, but she puts way too much of her business on YouTube. Everything is not meant to be talked about on social media. I totally agree, Positively Blessed. I I can't say that I like my Jazzy Life's channel. I really don't because I want to see her interact with her children and I want her to be real about it. I don't want her to the look on her face is like my audience is forcing me to spend time with my children, otherwise they're not going to watch my videos. And I think that's being a bum about it. Wake up, take care of your kids every day. Your twins, especially your son, can't talk. He can say hi guys because he hears you say that every day on YouTube. And you've already said, I'm not going to put the camera down. I'm not going to leave YouTube because that's my source of income. And what I'm saying to you is you're not stable enough and you are overwhelmed and you just need to live a regular life and maybe put up a YouTube video once a week. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to YouTube every day, maybe once a week or whatever, and go have a normal life. Jasmine, you don't even have friends outside of your house. And now people are showing up to beat you up on Instagram. There is something quite not right with that entire scene. Stop neglecting your kids, Jasmine. Feed your children on time. Put them on a schedule. Lives life. Olivia, There's a thing called a clock, and your kids don't need to be up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. The same thing with Shanita. Your kids shouldn't be up while you're cussing people out on the internet. Can somebody get a brain? Hey, Carol, can somebody get a brain? I'm like sick of it. It's like the trash that's on YouTube. I wish YouTube would stop endorsing this stuff. But I understand it's your channel, and as long as you're not breaking YouTube rules, you can do this stuff. But I just think it's disgusting that you would want this type of reputation. Why would you want people to look at you as pure trash because you don't take care of your kids, or trash because every month you got a new live-in lover? When you say that stuff out loud, do you understand how disgusting that sounds? Come on, give me a break. Being Marilyn Gale says, I like her too. Positively blessed. You're right. Everything is not for the camera. Exactly. I wish that she would leave the children out of most videos. I mean, she's not a mommy blogger. She's not. Like, just if you're looking for love or whatever, then just, have you and Bay of the month or whatever, on there, and leave the kids out of it. But my thing is, Jasmine is not stable enough. She just freaked out not too long ago, sitting in the car with the youngest children on the back seat, and she's in the car just sobbing and screaming, at the camera because she can't get it together. It's time for you to put the camera down and be a mom. Just don't be a YouTuber, maybe for a month or two, and just be a mom and bond with your children so they know that you love them. Hug them and hold them, and go get your twins some help. They're too old not to be able to complete sentences. Hi, guys is not a sentence, Jasmine. Take those children and get them looked at so they can get the care they need. That's why I don't watch Jasmine anymore. I look at stuff like that. I am a mother. If I thought for 1 minute that my child, had anything from a speech impediment to he may or she may be autistic, damn YouTube. I got to go get my kids looked at. I got to take care of business. That's what being a boss is. Taking care of your business, handling your business like a real woman. I mean, I get sick of it. I literally get sick of it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Reed says that I know a YouTuber that got burglarized for its rocks. She rarely did videos from home, but she did occasionally, and they took things from her home, and she was shook from that. See what I'm saying? You're giving too much information out, for the camera. You're giving too much information out, for YouTube. And then when people show up to your house, and then when you get robbed, and then when you get jumped and all this kind of stuff, yes, there are people that have been on YouTube. Their children have been attacked. Their children have been picked on at school. All kinds of stuff has been going on. And listen, use YouTube Creator Academy, because there is information in there that will teach you how to be a YouTuber and to be safe on YouTube. There are YouTubers out here that you're like, they had a great YouTube channel. I wonder what happened to you. Some of them are getting scammed, being broke, being houses broken into, all kinds of stuff. I did a story last year on a man who put his pregnant girlfriend on a balcony butt naked, and she froze to death. Her and her unborn child are dead because of a prank, because he was doing what his audience said do. That's the kind of stuff that goes on in the YouTube streets. Yet people still want to play games. Not only did you murder your girlfriend, but you murdered your unborn child. That was smart. Sugar says that I think her name is Leah. She seems to have such a sweet spirit. Yeah, the LaGuardian. I think her name is Leah. But see that they interact with their children all the time. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much. They interact with their kids all the time. They do interviews. with their kids, and their little girls are just chunky and plump and cute, and you can tell that they're really being taken care of. And see, a channel like that, I don't have a problem with, viewing, but there are some raggedy people. There is this girl on Bigo, Bigo. You guys know that app? I just discovered her from Reese Unfiltered. Shout out to Reese. That's my girl. She really sheds light on some of this stuff. I love Reese. I love her commentary. If you guys don't know, Reese Unfiltered, check her out. She is all that and a bag of chips. I love that girl. Fran, Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts. Y'all need to look her up too. Fran is all that. She will shed light on this stuff. And I just, as commentators, I really, really like those ladies. There's some other ones too. I'm going to do a video about the 5 top YouTubers that I watch, so you guys can, see what I'm talking about. And I'll add their links in the description box. That's one of the things on my list that I'm going to do this week. Being Marilyn Gale says that I know people that would love to have children. A relative has had at least 8 miscarriages. That's another thing. If you don't want your kids, there are people out there who do. I bet you that. If you don't want your children, you don't have to throw them away. You don't have to, like that YouTuber the other day. Did y'all hear the story? She ran over her 6-year-old boy. She had a son that was 6 years old, and she was trying to leave him. She was trying to abandon him. She hit the boy with the car and drug him down the street. Y'all ain't paying attention. Y'all ain't paying attention to the YouTube streets. Not only are you not a YouTuber anymore, but you're going to jail for life. That boy suffered and died on his way to the hospital. A little 6-year-old boy. He was the cutest little boy. And you tried to abandon him outside somewhere like a shopping center or something. And he gets caught up in your way and you run over him. The child that you gave birth to. What is wrong with these people? Are you insane? Like, I'm not understanding, how far will you go for the camera? How far do you not understand that doesn't make you famous for a good reason? You're going to prison for the rest of your life. And I wouldn't be surprised if they put the death penalty on the table for your raggedy behind. I mean, come on, you guys. I mean, child abuse for the tube now, for the gram. Really? Reese says that yes, being Marilyn Gale can't take children for granted. All right, Sugar says, listen, Linda, women need to close their tatas to broke gang affiliate father of multiple children by multiple women who's never marrying any of these mothers. Girl, if you didn't hit the nail on the head, sir, we're not going dating until you can complete this application. I need to know your body count. I need to know how many children you have by how many women. I need to know if you have a job. Do you have good credit? Do you have any credit? Do you have a home? Are you driving your own vehicle, or are you planning on driving mine? Because if that's the case, we're not even going out on the first date, sir. I'm not trying to judge anybody, but a woman has to have standards. And you people, you women out there who are listening to me in the bushes, the ones that I can't see, if you're listening to me, if you have any self-esteem about yourself, you need to stop dating scrubs. And if you have children, you need to start choosing your company better, because your children learn from your actions. Your children will learn from your behavior. So if you're accepting trash into your life, your children are probably going to end up doing the same thing. So it does matter how you live your life. So if you're neglecting your children, when your children grow up and they don't know, the hugs and the love, and they end up having children, they're going to treat their children the same way. If you keep bringing trashy ass men into your house, hello? You don't know this guy but for 30 days, and he's living in the house with your young girls and your young boys, and you don't know anything about him but from what you know for 30 days, and you're already falling, jumping, skipping, diving in love. You could be living with a pedophile. You could be living with a man who's planning on chopping all of y'all up in the middle of the night and you don't even know it. Stop with the stupid. I mean, I'm not understanding this, but this is the YouTube streets. This is what people are talking about in the YouTube streets. This is what they're doing for a YouTube check. And YouTube is checking the wrong people. Okay, you're censoring people for playing certain music, and you're censoring people, for, the way that, they may deliver something or whatever. And that's cool, depending on their genre. I get it. But then there are some people who are abusing other people, who, are holding firearms, in their videos, and, they're supposed to be looking cool. Somebody who curses, every third word, because every sentence has to have a curse word in it, and if they don't mark their video not made for kids or whatever, then guess who gets to see this stuff? Kids, because they didn't mark their videos the right way and stuff. You're not censoring the right stuff, YouTube. You're not looking at the right stuff. Okay, I don't know if you need to hire some more staff or if you need to tweak the computer, but the big machine of YouTube is failing because you're not looking at the right stuff. Some of this stuff needs to be taken down because it's just, what warrants it to be up besides money, besides a paycheck? Bea Marilyn Gell says that I saw the video. I truly thought she might hurt herself. That's horrible. Carolyn says, I agree, Jasmine needs to get off the camera and get some support systems in place, counseling, early intervention for children, and parenting classes. I couldn't agree more. Plus, Jazz needs to stop giving out her address. Thank you. Get a P.O. box. Why would you do that? Your children are in the house with you. And while you're locked up in a room and they're locked up in another room, some creep could be walking down your hallway and you don't even know it because you're too busy looking in the camera. And no, you're not so smart that you could be, I would know if somebody was in my house. Like, I can hear it in my head. The snappy comebacks. You don't know squat. Just like you didn't know those chicks were going to show up at your house the other night. How about that? Sugar says it read what? When did Rocks get robbed? Ah, okay. Is that the reason she has Blue, her dog? Yes. Now I know who you're talking about. Roxy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, all of this stuff goes down in the YouTube streets. Now, we have some regular stuff that goes down in the YouTube streets. I think that people put too much of their business on YouTube. I don't think that people need to know that you have a different, live-in lover or a booty call boy or whatever every month. That makes you look a little whorish, does it not? Reese says that at Sugar, it was years ago when I first started watching her reviews on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Is Roxy the one that does the videos in the car? Because there's a girl named Roxanne or Roxy or something, and she does videos like outside or like in the car. And I used to watch her all the time, but I didn't know she got robbed. She was what ran over and killed the baby. Yes, he was 6 years old. He was 6 years old. He was a cute little redhead boy. He had the cutest little glasses, and she killed her baby. She was trying to abandon him, but he got in the way of the car. And Reese says, Twana, that breaks my heart for the baby. I mean, like, all of these children, I feel for them because their parents don't have their priorities straight. Sugar says that, oh, okay, Red just started watching her last year. Okay. Yeah. Y'all are putting too much of your love life and stuff on YouTube. Especially when you have whorish tendencies, or as people call you, a thought or a chicken head. Y'all need to cut this crap out because you don't look good. It's not a good look, especially if you have kids in the house and you're doing this kind of stuff. Also, in the YouTube streets, if you are a drug abuser, I don't think you need to be on social media at all, because everybody on YouTube is grabbing up those Instagrams, those big old videos. They're grabbing up the Snapchat videos and they're showing it on YouTube. And guess what? You look like a fool. You think that you are gaining clout because everybody knows your name, but everybody knows your name because you look like an idiot. Is that what you really want to be known for? You really want to be known for an idiot? Like, you, for real? Like, really? Jesus. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Sugar says that there is a reseller I enjoy watching. He was showing us something he ordered. Addresses was on the oh, he said, "Why I'm not hiding addresses because y'all don't want those kinds of problems," and he meant it. Trust and believe, I hide my address every time I do a review. I make sure if I can't cover it up with my hand, I put some type of, paper over it or something, because I don't want none of y'all showing up to my house and I don't know it. Now, if you want to come over for Sunday dinner or something like that, would love to have you. Let's talk, outside of YouTube, but don't just pop up to my house. I also understand that there are people, like just random men and stuff, that will pop up in your city by your PO box. I have seen that happen. You know, if you guys watch story times, okay, there are some people that are like, I got a PO box in a different town because this is what happened to me. That's scary as crap. They want to meet you so bad that they show, well, this is her PO box. So she lives in, Scranton, Ohio. So I'm just going to go to Scranton, Ohio and, wait for her to come on YouTube and say, hey, I'm in your town. Are you psycho? Why do you people do this stuff? This is so not cute. This is so insane. Like, I can't eat. What is these stories that I have pulled up are insane, and I don't understand what's wrong with you people. I just don't get it. I mean, it's like you're so liberal with your information. I don't understand. Reese says that yes, that's her. She sits in the car. I know her, but I did not know that she got robbed. I'm like so sad to hear that. But I do like her. Being Marilyn Gale says that I'm not tempting a crazy person to come to my house. I also cover my address. I got a PO box in another town. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Play it smart. Be smart about it, because you don't know these people. Like, you don't know these people. That's another reason why I have an issue with being on social media a lot, because I get hacked, like literally hacked, not duplicated, but hacked. There's a difference between being duplicated on Facebook and being hacked. And I'm at the point now where I don't even need Facebook because I don't get that much love and support. And so this is my week, that this is something that's like on my vision board. If I don't need that social media outlet, then I'm getting rid of it, because it makes people think that they know you. It makes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've never met these people before in your life. And I love interacting with my subscribers. But when you start talking like you've been in my house and you know me and you know what kind of car I drive, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going around, oh yeah, I know her. She was online the other day and she had crab legs for dinner and blah blah blah. Mm-mm. I need you to get a mental evaluation. You don't know me like that. You need to stop. Good. Quit trying to fool people like y'all know famous people. I did a story on my community tab about Tyrese. And these folks were like, I was like, do you know Tyrese personally? The stuff that you people are saying, you know too much about this celebrity. That's crazy. That's like really scary. Sugar says, as the YouTubers say, are you okay? People hanging out at the PO box. No, they're not okay. They're absolutely insane. Reese says, wow, the other day I went to the post office. A guy drove up, got out and walked his dog. Loud music, hanging out, never came inside. Who was he watching? Exactly. Who were you waiting on? Who were you looking for? Because you did not drive to the post office to walk your dog. Like, for real. That's not what you were there for. Carol says that you really have to be careful, for real. Y'all, I'm shook with it. I want to know also, before I say that, shout out to all of my YouTube subscribers and shout out to the watchers and viewers. Welcome to the Victory Village. If you don't mind, on your way in, hit that thumbs up for me. I prefer thumbs up, but if you got to hit thumbs down, I understand. But I really like the thumbs up. Okay. Welcome to the Victory Village. My subscribers and my members are lovingly known as the Victory Village because we have the victory. All right. Let's get into some more of this craziness in the YouTube streets. Let me see who I watch and tell me if you guys watch this. My villagers, I am watching Belove's life a little bit, but I'm also watching her siblings. Now, she has two siblings that are on YouTube. One is deceased, God rest her soul. That was Belove's life sister that she talked about a few months ago. And it was a big scandal on YouTube about that too. They forgot about the importance of there was a human life that was gone. And instead, these people that were accused were more concerned about the story and less about Belove's life lost her sibling. She lost her sister. And I thought that was really, I don't understand where your priorities are, in a very callous way. They're like, well, I'm sorry that, you lost your loved one, but this is really how it's going down. And you're going to get, served with some type of letter from the lawyer's office for slander because you didn't tell the story right. And I'm like, you're talking about Belove's life. She's not bothered by that. She just lost her sister and she doesn't really care about your story. The bigger picture is that somebody lost their life. Idiots. Being Marilyn Gale says that you do have to be careful. I support some of the online businesses. So my P.O. box is out there. Beware of your surroundings. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And yeah, like I have a P.O. box, but my P.O. box is not where I live. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't be waiting around the post office to see if you're going to spot me so you can trail me to my house. It's not going to happen. Chilling with Walt. That is Belove's brother. And Adrian Slay's Variety is Belove Life's sister. Walt is a very chill, person. His community is known as the Puff Puff Gang. Self-explanatory. Don't need to explain. It's the Puff Puff Gang. Puff Puff. Okay? But he's a very chill person. The problem I have with Walt, I know you're probably going to see this video. I like you. I really do. I watch your videos. I support you. The thing that I don't like is that every time you jump out of a relationship with one woman, you jump into a relationship with another woman, and you always have to live with the woman. Like, you don't just date her, but you move in. And I'm trying to figure out what kind of women are you on the prowl for or on the lookout for? What kind of women are these? Victory Village, help me out. I need some help. What kind of women could Walt be looking for that says, oh yeah, you can move in with me today? Y'all ain't been talking because Walt was just going with somebody yesterday. How did he meet you? And immediately you guys are moving in together. Like, is it because that his sister is famous, or what is the deal? I don't understand. We've seen this happen 3 times. I'm not saying you're a serial dater or a serial relationshipper. I don't know what the proper term for that is. But Walt, what I need for you to do is stop jumping from house to house. Like, at your age, you're in your 40s, you should have your own place. And I know you can afford this stuff because you're charging $150 for people to do a collab with you. And you're making a pretty good YouTube check because I've seen your subscribers and you have thousands of people that watch you when you go live, and you don't even schedule yourself. Like, you literally just do spontaneous videos and spontaneous live streams. And so I know you have the support. I've also been in your live streams where you get plenty of what do you call them, super chats. So I don't know what these people are doing to get all these super chats, but I'm gonna have to research that this month. I'm gonna be researching super chats and how to get them. Like, chilling with Walt. And the lady that he lives with, genuinely Nisha. Uh, Now, Walt said that the next time he gets into a relationship, that she will not be a YouTuber. However, Walt is living with genuinely Nisha. Are you roommates? Are you bumping buddies? Are you know? Are you renting Walt a room? Like, what the heck is going on? Because every time Walt goes live, we can see your little head in the background, and you're trying to look all. What is that? Is that a relationship? What is that? I don't understand what that is. Desperate. Desperate could be, yeah, that's a good word. Carol said desperate. Being Marilyn Gale says that people like that are users. So a user, we could definitely use that word. Sugar says, I'm sorry, ma'am. Those folks are not in my ministry. Hello, Ezekiel. Welcome to the village. Ezekiel says that my neighbor Arthur died from, what is that? A strangle wank? What is a strangle wank, you guys? What is that? Is that like a YouTube related thing? Like what? I don't know. I don't understand what. I've never heard that word before, so pardon me. I'm not trying to be, absent minded. I literally have never seen that word before. So you guys, if you can help me out with that, that would be great. Sugar says, Twana, where do you find these? Whoo, girl. Well, Sugar, out here in the YouTube streets, you find all kinds of folk. I'm not even gonna lie. You find all kinds of folks out here in the YouTube streets, girl. Reese says that YouTube is a phenomenal medium. I agree. I love the diverse comedy, beauty, reviews, how to, etc. But it invites the social ills. I totally agree with that, Ree. It does invite some very unsavory people. And this is going to sound strange coming from a minister, but I'm going to say this anyway because I can. It's my platform. And, I'm putting my all into this live stream because I feel um, genuine concern for people. There are unsavory people that will watch your videos and they will get off on your videos because maybe you're pretty, or they may be into some type of fetish or something, but they're quiet about it. They're behind the scenes about it. They're not going to leave their house and come, stalk you and stuff like that. And, we will never know who those people are. They're in the bushes watching you, and they probably never even comment. And there's nothing you can do about that. Just know that that's something that might actually happen behind the scenes that you don't see or know, but just know that it could be happening. And that's a part of it when you dive into a career online where you're in the public's eye. Yeah, this stuff could happen, but it's the ones that bring their perversion to the forefront. And when they bring their perversion to you openly and want to see you and want to meet you and want to date you and stuff like that, that's when it crosses the line. When people are so obsessed with you that they're making 8, 10, 12-hour live streams about you, that's a little crazy. Okay. These people who are showing up at your home because they want to beat the snot out of you, that's a little obsessive, and that's not sane. That's not sanity. I think you need mental help. You need an examination by a psychiatrist, is what I think. Ezekiel, welcome. Even though I can't see you in the chat. Can you not see him in the chat? He might be gone by now. He may be gone. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, he was up there a minute ago, but I still don't know what that word is. A strangle wank. I have no idea what that is. He probably just up and left. Or he could have been a troll and somebody got him. So I don't know. Then we've got this girl named Paris. Let me see if I can. I need to know her. Paris Harley. Paris used to be a really cute beauty YouTuber, and now she wants to have a talk show called Raw Talk. I don't see a problem with that, but you obsess over hatred for a girl that doesn't even talk about you guys on her channel. Could you explain a little bit about that and why you do that and how come it's so important that you don't like Keisha K. Lee? Because that's a little strange. She doesn't mention any of you people on her channel. She keeps her channel very professional. She's all about, her money. She has some beautiful children. I understand that she had been cheated on by Shanita's brother, is what I understand. She's written a couple of books, and she stands by that, telling her truth, and people are upset with her about the way that she tells her truth. Now, if you live a life to where you've got beautiful kids and you've been with somebody for years, and all of a sudden they cheat on you and they come to YouTube and admit that they've cheated and they apologize, how you feel is how you feel, honey. I don't know that feeling, but what I do know is you have every right to say how it is you feel on your platform, the way you want to. And I think that Keisha did it very eloquently, and I think that Keisha actually took the high road with this, and the way that she, dealt with the situation. She didn't go slashing tires. She didn't wig out. She didn't shoot anybody. She didn't cause any harm to anybody. It seems like she thought about her career, and she actually thought about, her children, before making any type of drastic, craziness go on. But then you have these other people who are upset, probably because she wrote books about it, and because she decided to speak her truth on her channel. And I have researched this girl thoroughly over the past couple of weeks, because Love Lies and Lace Fronts, Fran, she reviews them. So I wanted to know who these people were. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It seems like the people that are going after Keisha, they're crazy. I mean, they all act out of pocket. And for me, if I was Keisha, I would probably get some security, especially if I would go out and have some sort of security plan set in place for my kids, because, and I understand that she has contacted an attorney, so I understand that, which is smart on her behalf. But at the rate that these people are going, and the severity that they are taking, this is a little scary, even for me. I'm 49 years old, and I'm looking at these children that are 20 and 30 years old, and I'm thinking, you guys are really taking this too far. How do you really hate this girl that much, and why? As a woman, would you, be hating her? She's the one that got cheated on. The dude cheated on her so many times you can't even count. And I don't understand why Shanita would even stick her neck out for this, because as far as I know, they don't even deal with Shanita. At one moment, Shanita is cursing her mother out, hanging up on her live streams, and then the next minute she's saying, "I'm going to tell my mom, what's going on." And Keisha's mother didn't have any reason to come on. Hey, I'm a mom. If somebody kept talking about my child in a negative way, I probably, would come back with my own video. Not gonna lie. Don't mess with me and mine. You don't want anybody messing with your kids. How would you feel if it was you? And I feel like that people don't think about that. You do stuff without thinking, how would I feel if somebody was attacking my children like this? You don't have a reason to lash out at somebody that you didn't give birth to. You don't know these people from a hole in the wall. All you know is that, how do we even know? How do we even know the stuff that we're looking at is real? What if these stories and stuff are all just made up for clout, made up, for the money? How do we know that? There are some YouTubers that just cannot hide what they do. If you're nasty and your place is always junky, it's probably going to show because you're going to have rats and roaches. Yes, we have seen some rats and roaches in people's houses on YouTube. Okay? I'm just saying. If that's you, don't get mad at me. I'm just speaking the truth. Okay? Clean your house up. Get an exterminator. That might help the situation, I feel like. Um, my last concern, and I do have many concerns, but it's just too many to go over. I think I got about 10 minutes. You older YouTubers, you older female YouTubers, and this, I'm addressing you because there are younger YouTubers that are watching you, and they're young girls that are watching you, and they think everything you do is okay. They think that you are so cool, the way you dress and the way you wear your hair and the way you wear your makeup. And that's fine. But let me tell you something. The stuff that you do, the relationships that you put on air, the booty shorts that you wear to where the bottom of your butt is hanging out of your clothes, the way you interact with the opposite sex, they're also looking at this stuff too. And some of you trashy women have children, female girls that are looking up to you. And when they get older, they're going to be like, that's my mom. And this stuff that you guys are putting on the internet is not going anywhere. What I've learned in the past 2 months, 2 or 3 months, is that there are always people on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram that will get your live streams and they will get your video clips and they will put it on their channel and they will show this stuff to the world. And the trashier you are and the more whorish you are and the more, filthy you are, you're going to get so many more people talking about you and reacting to the stuff that you do. And it surprises me that in this day and age that there are 20-year-olds and 30-year-old people out there who are still acting like, I mean, I just don't understand you having 5 children by 5 different men, or, having, just raw sex with people without protection. I don't understand why in the wintertime you don't have any clothes on outside. And I'm not understanding what kind of parents are allowing their children to watch you. I don't understand. As a mother, I'm monitoring, my kids. She's 29 now, but the internet was, booming when my child was a child, right? I monitored the stuff that she watched on the internet. And now I have a 5-year-old granddaughter. Got my new grandbaby, Miss Harmony. Honesty is 5 years old though, and she loves to be on the internet. But I've got some locks in place and things and some people she can't see, okay, on her tablet. And she's not watching some of the trash that, other people. Yeah, I don't care if it's a little girl, or a Britney Spears wannabe or whatever. My granddaughter, no, you're not watching that. You're not watching that trash. That's not a role model. That's not somebody you need to be like. That's not even entertaining. What it is sad. And you guys should be really thinking about your livelihood. Being an internet influencer has nothing to do with being trashy. And if you know for a fact that these young girls are looking up to you and they're making YouTube videos that imitate the things that you do, why wouldn't you want to be better for them? It just doesn't make sense. It's like you do stuff for the camera. You do stuff for YouTube. You do stuff for the gram. You do stuff for your live stream that you know is going to, grab attention. But then when people start stalking you, or when people start, pulling up on you, and when people start degrading you, when people talk about you, like you're trash because you showed up and you were trashy, you know, you want to like lash out at somebody else. Well, honey, you're the one that put that trash on the internet in the first place. Hey, Crystal, you're the one that put that trash on the internet in the first place. And so, what are you mad at everybody else for? Let me tell you something. If you put something, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you put something on the internet, okay, and you put this stuff on the internet, and people are looking at this and they're commenting on it, why are you getting upset? Didn't you want people to comment? I guess you wanted a bunch of men to come in and say, "Ooh, baby, you look so good and you look so sweet," and all this kind of stuff. But you weren't expecting men, grown men, to come in and say, "You need to be ashamed of yourself. You need to put some clothes on. You need to respect yourself. You look trashy and it's not cool, especially when you have kids. Or you need to stop having so many kids by all these men that you keep dating. Or you need to stop dating so many men, because it makes you look like a whore." Expect all of those comments, expect all of that stuff, because there are different people that are going to be talking about you, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Hey, Michael. Hey, my boo is in here. That's my brother, you guys. Carol says a whole different set of values and morals. Exactly. And that's my thing. People are taking the platform for granted. And eventually it is going to hurt those of us who, are setting a standard. Because there are some of us out here who really take this stuff seriously. I take my Victory Village seriously. I take my platform seriously. I literally don't want to be looked at as a bad person. I would never come on YouTube without, my hair combed or without clothes on or whatever. I'm always going to be presentable because I care about my reputation. And the people who subscribe to me, I want them, to be able to say, I subscribe to this wonderful person. She speaks the truth. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, but she's a nice person. I don't want people talking about me in a negative way, in a negative light. So I censor myself. Okay. And the thing about it is, I live my life that same way. And that's the thing that I'm getting down to, at the end of it all, at the end of this, whatever you're putting in here is going to come out for people to see. So if you're taking in the trashy videos and you're taking in, all the cursing and all the swearing, if you're taking in, all the bitterness and the hurt and anger, whatever's in here, that's what's eventually going to come out. So you can put up a facade all you want to, but at the end of the day, people are going to see the real you, because you can only put up the facade for so long. It's like my mom told me a long time ago, when I was first dating. She said, listen, for a few months, you're going to see the man's representative. You're not going to see him. You're going to have to wait until he's tired of, putting up a front, and then you get to see the real him. So it takes us a little bit longer, to get to the core of the human being, because people want to be on their best behavior. But there are some people out here in the YouTube streets that they don't really care. They don't care. They think it's fun and game. They think it's cute. And these people that are losing their lives, these people that are getting into fist fights, these people that, have all this drama going on the internet, and it's seeping out. Are you guys noticing that? It's seeping out into the real world, to where it's all the same. So your life on the internet and, your life, in the real world, it's the same thing. You need to stop giving out your addresses. You need to get a P.O. box that's not where you live. Okay. You need to stop filming in the front of your house and your street signs and all this kind of stuff, so people can find out where you live. You need to stop beefing on the internet and pissing people off. For real. Listen, if somebody shows up at my house talking about, I'm a YouTube fan, I'm a subscriber, and you show up at my house, I'm going to know that you're inch high private eye, because I don't give out none of my information. I'm going to know my P.O. box is not even in the same city where I live. I am going to know. that you are some sort of private investigator. Uh-huh. Exactly, full of life. It's getting scary. It's getting to the point, where people are not secure. And the younger YouTubers are so relaxed in giving out all this information and showing us where they shop and, what kind of car they drive and all. Y'all don't know all that about me. You don't know what kind of car I drive. You don't know what my house looks like on the outside. You don't know any of this stuff. And you won't unless we're friends outside of YouTube. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, if you want to build a relationship with me outside of YouTube, that's fine. But there are some people who just want to watch your channel, and it's kind of like watching TV. Remember when Scandal was on TV and everybody loved to watch Olivia Pope and stuff like that? We weren't even thinking about any of that, except for when it's time for my show. I'm sitting down and I'm watching this show. And then you have your imagination be like, oh my God, I wonder what it would be like to, see Olivia Pope in real life or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Michael, you're stupid. That's the way YouTube used to be. YouTube used to be like, I'm just watching this person, I'm watching their show. I'm watching their video. And, I would love it. And I would, try to cook what they're cooking. And I would try to do their hairstyles and their makeup and stuff like that. But where are these people now? Where are the quality YouTubers? Where, that Michael, cooking with comedian Michael Allen, you guys, this is one of the guys that I watch on a regular. I just met him a few weeks ago through Eating with Philly Phil. But Michael is a comedian, but he also cooks. Okay. And I love the Cooking Network on TV and watching Eat with Philly Phil and watching Michael Allen cook when they do cooking together or separate. It is really a good time. And these are the people that I want to showcase from now on, because I just feel like, so some of the trash that's on YouTube, it really rubs me the wrong way. And I feel like I get too upset. Some of the news articles that, I've been reading lately, I don't even feel like making YouTube videos about, because it's just rubbing me the wrong way. And going back to what Full of Life stuff about it getting scary, it's not even just scary, but like I said, the young man who hung himself, and the girl, that her boyfriend froze her, to death. These are YouTube quote unquote celebrities that are doing this stuff. The girl that starved herself to death because she didn't want to be fat for YouTube. And so, and then you have Eugenia. You guys know Eugenia? She's starving herself. She won't eat right now. Let me see if I can pull her up. I'm going to pull up a YouTube and I'm going to try to find Eugenia, see if I can. I want you guys to see, because I feel like, especially some of the people who are in the bushes watching, I kind of feel like you guys don't understand what I'm saying. And I'm going to see if I can. Eugenia Cooney. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you this girl so you can actually see what is going on. I'm not going to do, what do you call it? The sound. You're welcome, Michael. I'm not going to do the sound. Okay. I'm not going to do the sound. Oh, Full of Life said, I know, right? I use style hair, put makeup on, but exactly, where are my, young girls that are doing all the good stuff, All right, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, but I'm not going to share the audio because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but I'm just going to show you. This girl right here is one of the girls that I'm talking about, okay? Eugenia Cooney. She has 2.2 million subscribers. I want you to see how thin this girl is. This is thinness, for YouTube. This is not, I'm just picking a random video, okay? Look at this girl. Look at her. Look at this. because she doesn't want to get overweight. She doesn't want to be fat for the camera. This is unhealthy. And her subscribers are not here because they love Eugenia. I mean, it's a freak show. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but at some point in time, you need to eat. She does these, try on hauls. She's trying on outfits and all this kind of stuff. And it's just heartbreaking. Look how thin this girl is. And she admittedly, she look, her kneecaps are bigger than her thighs, you guys. And she does this on purpose. She literally does this on purpose. Then you've got the comments down here. It's kind of amazing how long she has been surviving. Are you kidding me? Eugenia knows that nobody gives AF about the outfits, and neither does she. Just a tip, if you're here only to see the comments, pause for the first 30 seconds of the video and your view isn't counted, because nobody's here to watch the videos. She's body checking. Don't comment on her body. She's looking for that kind of stuff. We need to start a petition to ban YouTube channels promoting eating disorders. This is just a sample of what I'm talking about. There is so much stuff like this going on, and people, YouTube is like, you're just not censoring. You're not censoring enough. You shouldn't even allow this girl to be on YouTube until she gets help. Or if you want her to keep your channel because she's got 2.2 million subscribers, this girl is obviously bringing YouTube a bunch of money, but she's not going to survive like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's not going to. She is young. Twan, the girl is still in her 20s. She's still in her 20s. These people that I'm talking about are actually real. It's not a facade. It's not something I made up. The YouTube streets are sicker than you actually think. And people are out here. You've seen her before, Ree? I mean, it's like sad. I'm sitting here like, I'm supposed to be tough, trying not to cry. But every time I see her, like, it just breaks my heart. It's like, I just don't understand. Like, it should, at this point, it shouldn't even be about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't even be about the money. Like, I don't get it. But, I do. You're bringing in money, Eugenia. They don't care about your health. Okay. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you another one. The YouTuber. Let me see. YouTube. He froze his girlfriend. Let me see if I can get the story up. Yeah. Let me share my screen again. And I don't know if I'll be able to show actual footage, but this guy right here, and Sloan did a story as well. The YouTuber takes his pregnant girlfriend's life for $1,000 tip on YouTube. She was pregnant. This girl was pregnant. And I don't know if Sloan has like pictures or whatever. I think he might. Let me see. Okay, so this right here is the guy. He's the YouTuber, but I think he was from he's not from here. Like, he was from Russia. Okay, and that little area right there is him dragging the girlfriend in the house because he got $1,000 super chat to do it. So the police and everything had been called, and that's one of the reporters that was in the back. This girl right here with the pink hair, that's the girlfriend. That's the guy, and that's the girlfriend. And he's sitting there, he's watching, his subscribers, and they're telling him what to do, and he did it. And then her and her unborn child are no longer with us because of $1,000 super chat. All of this petty stuff that's going on in the YouTube streets, and then you have the boy that, like, he committed suicide. I'm gonna see if I can find. There are some videos. I'm not gonna play them because I know some of them have like news stuff. This video was one of them. This was 2 years ago. 20 YouTubers who committed suicide. Etika dies at 29 years old. He was a YouTuber. He died by suicide. And this was only a few months ago. Okay. Blake Courtney, last words before he committed suicide. He was a YouTuber. Okay. They got like the last words of my final goodbye. This is the little boy that I was telling you guys about. Okay. This is a challenge that had been going on. YouTubers that were faking suicides or whatever. And then the one boy, he ended up doing it for real. It wasn't fake. It was actually, it wasn't fake. He did it for real. This was last year, 8 months ago, 2020, 10 famous YouTubers who died. And the majority of these people in this story actually committed suicide. 2 boys filmed their death, and they were both YouTubers. The 12-year-old girl who took her own life, she was a YouTuber. They look at this stuff, and you don't really understand what's happening. These people are looking, at the older YouTubers, and they're looking at us, and they're going, I could never live up to that. And we don't have enough positive messages. We don't have enough, love and support because everybody's too busy cussing each other out. Everybody's too busy bashing people and threatening to come to your house and I'll kick your butt and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, all of this stuff is going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the stuff I've been talking about for almost 2 hours. Like, you guys don't understand. I don't care about, your love life. I don't care who you screwing this week or this month or whatever. What I care about is that you need to stop putting the trash on YouTube. You need to stop because it's disgusting and it's causing other people, to think twice about, the way they live. And some of this stuff isn't even real, you guys, but younger YouTubers will look at it as if it is real, and then they start doing this stuff for real. Look at the little white boy that looked at the super glue girl. Was the gorilla glue girl? So the boy who he swears up and down he's a girl, but he's a boy, decided that he would gorilla glue his hair. Then here comes another guy who decided to gorilla glue a cup to his lips. All it takes is a little bit, and folks run with this crap. And now this girl is famous because she put gorilla glue in her hair. She's got an agent overnight. Was it Instagram? Verified her account. She's already what do you call it, monetized on YouTube. It took me a year and a half to get monetized. And it took this girl 24 hours. 24 hours because she put glue in her hair. And now other people are doing what? Putting glue everywhere. It's called the Gorilla Glue Challenge. Look at TikTok. If you have TikTok, the Gorilla Glue, let me look it up. Gorilla Glue Challenge. It's real. There it is. Let me share it. Gorilla Glue Girl, she was on TikTok. Now you got this other girl right here that decided to try it. You got this guy right here, and it's all real. It's not fake. It's a Gorilla Glue challenge, okay? The girl who Gorilla glued her eyelashes. The hell is wrong with you? Who does that? You Gorilla glued your eyelashes on? Really? 3 weeks ago? Really? the Gorilla Glue challenge. Here goes somebody else is doing a Gorilla Glue challenge. There's the guy right there that glued the cup to his lips and ended up in the emergency room. I don't even know how he got unstuck. This is the little boy right here that claims he's a girl, and all of that white stuff in his hair is Gorilla Glue. All because this girl right here made one mistake. Made a mistake. And I don't know if it was a real mistake or not. I don't know. I don't know. But all it took was one thing. If it was a mistake, she should really, just say it was. But if it was on purpose, she should really apologize and tell people not to do this because, this is it's going out of hand. Gorilla Glue in hair debunked. This girl right here, three weeks ago, tried it, and she got stuff stuck in her hair too. There's another. I don't know if it's gonna show up, but there's another. There's a girl that put fangs like no, that's the guy that put the cup. There's a girl in here I'm trying to find that she put fangs. There she is. She put fangs in her mouth with Gorilla Glue. Yeah. She put a grill in her mouth on her teeth with Gorilla Glue. These people are nuts. They're insane. This stuff in the YouTube streets is getting out of hand. It's out of control. Like it's 2021, it's over the top already. January, February, March. It's March the 7th in the year 2021. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Reese says that we have to control what we watch. Amen. Even in the YouTube streets, truly, it is triggering. That's why I barely watch TV news. Like I'm not really a news watcher, but I do like to know what's going on in my community. I like to know what's going on, in the White House or whatever. But there's so many things, and once I see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man. Michael says that I truly believe those people like killing themselves with some emotional problems outside of YouTube. I kind of feel like it. The 9-year-old boy was just being bullied by people in the comment section of his videos, and that's, he wanted to be a YouTuber because he wanted to be, loved. He wanted to have some people, when I started on YouTube, I was a part of the beauty community. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. And I was like, there's not enough melanin, girls, my complexion or whatever, that I want to do skincare and I want to do makeup and hair and my nails and stuff like that. So when you go back to look at my earlier videos, that's what you see. You see me doing my nails, makeup and hair and stuff like that. And then I switched over, to just doing stories like about, important issues or whatever. And as as my YouTube channel grows, I'm like, I wish I had stayed in the beauty community, because it seems like so many people need more self-esteem builders and they need more positive messages and stuff like that. And I think there's enough YouTube channels out there that are giving light to a lot of triggering stories, and so I'm just like, I'm rethinking everything because I'm like, this is, it's off the chain. Carol says that meanwhile, the channels that are positive are struggling to get views. And see, you just said we're on the same page. That's the reason that I'm scared to go back because a sister got bills, and between this and my YouTube, my other YouTube channel, my website, and my blog, multiple streams of income, really helps. I don't want to ruin this channel because this is my main channel. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's hard. It's hard because YouTube doesn't push the positive, that YouTube does not get behind, the positive stuff. So it's kind of like you have to have a twist with it or something in order for YouTube, to get behind you. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like when I started doing these news stories and stuff that people really started looking at my channel, and I said, well, maybe this is it. Maybe this is my calling, and maybe this is what I need to be bringing, stuff, awareness to this stuff. And it's just like, but is mind altering, you guys. I will tell you that. You cannot look at a bunch of negative stuff all day and stay positive. There is absolutely no way you can do it. I could do some of these stories every now and then, but not every day. So you don't see me dropping videos every day because your mind cannot just keep sucking this negative stuff up. And I understand that we need to bring awareness, to a lot of these stories, especially, Black Lives Matter. And I get that. But at the same time, you can't let that be your entire life. Like, that is depressing. At some point you need a break. Michael says that self-love and self-worth and self-esteem, it all starts at home. It all starts with the head, bro. All starts at home. Hey, Tanja, how you doing? Welcome to the village, girl. It does. It all starts at home. The only thing that I'm going to Gorilla Glue is my money. There you go. Vicky says, what in the foolishness is wrong with people? They don't have self-worth. I mean, it's like people are so desperate to just connect with somebody that thinks like them, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. All I know is that now, after, seeing how the YouTube algorithm works and all that kind of stuff, it kind of does make me sad. Um, because I'm just like, I don't understand. When I was doing more positive videos and stuff, why wouldn't you push that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to be, doing something, like trying on clothes or cooking? Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, why can't I give a positive message? You know what I'm saying? Like, and just, have that positivity for people out there who need it. How do I reach those people without doing something funky for YouTube to push those videos? You know what I'm saying? Michael says you can do both. I mean, you need to niche down, your channel, but I just, you can't, like, literally suck all of this stuff. It will drive you crazy. All of these YouTube stories that, are out here, and all the stories that are in the news, you know what I'm saying? It will literally drive you insane. I need a vacation. Like, and who was that? One of the, oh God, what was her name? Juicy Jazz. She said, watch out for the burnout. And I said, I know what you're saying now. Now I know what you're saying. She said, watch out for the burnout. It's that brain burnout. Because some of us YouTubers, we cover some really deep stories, and it does get to you after a while. It's like, I need to go to the spa and just, it's like, I need to decompress, but this is what's going on in the YouTube streets, man. And it's crazy. And I always thought that YouTube was like really, a happy place, and you go and look up some stuff. And I used to use YouTube as a search engine, and I still do sometimes, but seeing all of this other stuff, it really does make me wonder why YouTube pushes this stuff. Why is this stuff in the algorithm? You know what I mean? Why would Eugenia Cooney still be allowed to do this stuff on a YouTube channel? It's, it's got to be for money. She's got over 2 million subscribers. But if a YouTube, analyst or a YouTube worker was to look at her channel, how could you look at this girl and not offer her some help? If Google was to, be asked to review her channel, how could you look at that girl knowing that she's anorexic or bulimic or whatever and not try to get her some help? Yeah, she's an adult, she's grown, but she's starving herself because she has to be a size 0, because those are the type of clothes that she wants to show on YouTube on her channel. It's ridiculous. Reese says that I love silly channels, comedian skits, ghetto puppets, etc. Then you definitely should follow comedian Michael Allen. If you like the silly, he will have you cracking up all day, and he can cook. Thank you so much. Thank you. AIFG, you are the bomb.com. I appreciate you. Full of Life says that YouTube recommends unsubscribed channels more than my subscribed channels. I'm looking for my makeup channels. I'm rearranging my beauty room to get me back in the mood to put makeup on. Well, stay tuned because I have a buttload of makeup and I have more females on my channels than I do males. But I last year, um, starting in the fall, I did get more males um, to subscribe, but only because of the news stories that I was covering or whatever, But I literally am just I'm overwhelmed. Now there are some stories that I'm gonna stay on top of because I just feel like they're really important for our community. But like I'm always gonna report on the Tim Norman case because I think he's full of crap and I want to see justice win. Um, Breonna Taylor, I'm always gonna report about her. Um, George Floyd, I'm always gonna report about cases like that, you know. But I think I want to get back into my actual genre. I want to, what I started with. And then add some positivity, some real dialogue about self-worth and self-awareness and self-esteem, because that seems to be more important, than all the other crap. And now seeing on the internet, on YouTube especially, the stupidness that goes on. I just feel like I don't want to be a part of adding to the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's good to talk about what the problem is, but it's better to try and be a solution, you know? So while I do love watching the drama of the YouTube streets and, who's dating who and, you know, well, so and so broke up with her boyfriend and he's going with somebody else. And, Liv's got a husband, but they're separated and he's got a new woman and, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just enough. You get tired of that stuff sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Really gets tired. While I have a lot of concern and compassion for the people who are hurting on YouTube, and there are a lot of YouTubers who do YouTube because they are lonely, I feel like, some of these people might be searching for some positivity on YouTube. So why not be a part of the solution, So we're going to be doing some more happy stuff on my channel and, trying to put some positivity out here on the YouTube streets because why not? Why not? Reese says, full of life, you're right. I have to randomly go to my list. I will forget channels I used to watch. Listen, my poor, I don't know what to do about my subscribers. I mean, not my subscribers, but the people I subscribe to, because I don't watch 50% of them. And it's not, I know I'm not going to tell you who I subscribe to, but I find myself watching, more positive YouTubers now than I've ever done. I watch Cooking with comedian Michael Allen. I watch Eating with Philly Phil. I watch Love Lies and Lace Fronts. I watch Reese Unfiltered. Who else? I still watch some of my makeup gurus because, like Raw Beauty Christie, I watch her, and I actually got some of her palettes. Let me show you guys. Like, this is for my girls. I'm gonna show you guys what I got, and so I'm gonna be putting this in my community tab and like giving you guys options, and you let me know what you want me to do, next and stuff like that. But look at this. Now, this right here is the good part of the segment. that I'm going to end with, because there are some YouTubers out there that actually have products, and I have my hands on them. Some of y'all said that y'all liked Chrisley Knows Best. So Savannah Chrisley, she has a palette, and this is her palette right here. You know, her little niece, Chloe, is, I think that's her, is it her name? Yeah, Chloe calls her Sassy. So she's got Stay Sassy, and her palette looks like this. She has some beautiful colors in here. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. My light probably is a little, let me see if I can get my ring light on. My light might be too bright. But anyway, this is her palette, and I think it is so gorgeous. She has a lot of beautiful colors in here, and then this big mirror up at the top. So this is from Savannah Chrisley. Love, love, love that palette. I also have Tati Westbrook, is like one of my favorite YouTubers, and she will be coming back to YouTube hopefully this year. I have her palette. This is number 1, volume 1, and yes, look at those colors. Ugh. Is this not luscious? Yes, honey. This is one of my favorite palettes, and as you can see, it has that big giant mirror in the top as well. But this is one of my absolute favorite palettes, and I was thinking about getting my daughter one of these because she wants this palette so bad, but I'm like, let me see. Raw Beauty Christie, her palette, here it is. This is Raw Beauty Christie, um, Pure, the company Pure. I know the company, but I have never used any of their products before, right? So what came with this was a Pure, like, it's not a moisturizer. What is this thing? It's a primer, and it really helps your makeup stick to your face. Like, it's really good. But look at this palette. Watch this, you guys. So this is Robbie Christie. This is the front of her palette with a full mirror. The colors are beautiful. And then, ha ha. So she's got the bold colors on one side with a mirror, and then the everyday colors on the other side with a mirror. This is bomb. Bomb. I do have my first Juvia's Place palette, but it's small though. It's really tiny. Let me see who else. Let me see. There are so many people. Now, I know that Jackie Ina had a palette. By the time, thank you, Crystal. By the time I actually wanted her palette, it sold out. So I couldn't get that. But I'm still looking for it. If you guys know Madison Beer, Madison Beer is a YouTuber. And this is Madison Beer with Morphe. If you can see that, I know it's silver, but she did this with Madison Beer is here on YouTube. Look at these colors. Literally, I could not leave this palette in the store. Look at that. I'm telling you, these YouTubers, they are really good. I kid you not. These YouTubers are really, really good. Their stuff is amazing. And I know you guys have seen sometimes some of my YouTubers will come in and say, "Are you doing makeup?" And if I say no, they turn around and leave. Don't judge me, okay? Do not judge me. I know I let some of y'all down. I didn't mean to. Um, I know I have one more palette in here that's by a YouTuber, but I can't find it. Let me see. I have Kylie. All right, I do have Kylie Jenner's latest palette, and this was some PR, so I haven't used it yet, but the colors are so beautiful. I love these colors so much. Like, they're gorgeous. Look at that. Look how deep and rich. So I want to do some swatches with these. And I don't know why Kylie Jenner gets such like a bad rap. Her makeup is really good, but as you can see, I haven't used that palette yet. So let me see. I do have some of my smaller palettes up here. Somebody said Juvia's Place. So I got a little mini Juvia's Place palette. And this one, what is this? This is the Nubian. So it doesn't have a mirror in it because it's like a base 6 colors of the palette in there. And it is so beautiful. I love all of these colors, and I have tried it once and they are so pretty. So I wanted to get the Premier palette before I got the big palette because I had never used Juvia's Place before. So now that I know Juvia's Place is good, but a palette is only $20. Like the rest of these palettes, like I think Kylie Jenner was like maybe 20. I have Raw Beauty Christie. I think this one was maybe around 40. Madison Beer, this one was around 30. So they're not really bad at all. The most expensive one was Tati. With this palette, I got the palette, which was probably about 60. No, this one was probably about 50 because I got her sponges too. So the whole thing was like $75. And I think that Savannah's was probably tax and all $25-$30. So it wasn't like that bad. But then I also got some Morphe, and I'm going to show you guys probably Morphe palette. And this one is 3503. This is the Artistry palette. This is kind of like the biggest one. And so let me see if I can open it, because y'all know I got my nails going on, right? This is amazing. I bought this before. My daughter had to have it, so I went back and bought me one. Isn't it gorgeous? These colors are stunning. Like that light doesn't do this palette justice. Like it is so beautiful. It does not have a mirror in it, but I will be featuring this palette with some of my looks or whatever. So that's just some stuff that I have. Like I like to support other YouTubers, and it's a good way to get PR. When they know that you're going to be featuring, some of their stuff or whatever, it's a good way to get on the PR list. If you're looking for brand deals, if you're looking for, one of these companies to sponsor you, it's just, a good way to do it. So I absolutely adore my makeup. So I'm just going to sneak back into the beauty community because the YouTube streets have gotten on my last nerves. But look, now that we started talking about makeup, there's only 7 people. Like everybody was here for the drama, but now they're gone. So shout out to the 7 people still in the chat, still watching. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Juvia's Place is all good to splurge on. Crystal says she likes those. Reese says it's gorgeous. Juvia's Place, and I use Fumi for a discount, but I love makeup, period. Absolutely. Reese says that have all heard of the pretty girl with the blue eyes. Oh yeah, Sydney Black. I've been waiting for her to do a palette for years. She does makeup in history. Yes, her. And then there's another girl that does murder mystery and makeup. I can't remember her name right now. Her name is Bailey. She's a white girl named Bailey, and she does mystery and makeup. And Sydney Black, she has blue eyes, but she's a Black girl, and she's so cute. She looks like a little doll. She does makeup in history. So I absolutely love those channels. Full of Life says, I'm subscribed to Sydney Black Juvia's Place having 50 and 70% off. I love Morphe. Okay, so Juvia's Place is having a 50 and 70% off. That's good. I'm on their texting list. You guys can go to Juvia's Place website, and if you are not on their text list, get on it because they text you discounts and discount codes. So if you don't want to miss the sale, get on the texting list. Just giving you. I know those palettes are so pretty, and Carol's is right. The positive stuff is a hard sell. Exactly. Exactly. Thanks to the one person that can. Now we're up to 8. But do you see what I'm saying? Like you start talking about something positive and people just disappear. But then, if you're talking about the, ghoul and the gore and stuff like that, like they're here. So, I guess I proved my point. But, it's I understand the people who are really intense with the makeup and they have been, doing nothing but makeup and beauty and self-care, have been on YouTube for some years. No, I understand that it's like a hard industry to break into on YouTube, but at the same time, if you have a following and some of the people like this kind of stuff, you can always mix it in with something else. Like Sydney Black when she, talks about history and while she's doing her makeup and stuff like that. So I just feel like, it can be done. It can be done. And, we can still talk about important issues and stuff like that. But to incorporate something you love and, giving people, positive feedback and, some good affirmations for the day, I think is very important. And it's a healthy balance. I commend all the channels that can do murder all day, every day, but I'm just not that girl. And I don't want to talk about the YouTube streets and everything that's wrong with it every day because that's depressing as well. These people are not going to change. Just because we gripe about these people, they're not going to change. Blue in the face, all these other commentators can talk to their blue in the face, but you know what? They're not going to change. They're going to continue to neglect their children. They're going to continue, to whore around. They're going to continue to do all this stuff. And you know what? We're going to still be talking about it 10 years from now. And 10 years from now, I'll be 59 years old and I don't want to walk into my 60s still talking about this crap. I need to be teaching women my age how to still look good. Don't y'all want to know how I remain wrinkle free? Look, I have no wrinkles. Actually going to do some natural hair this week too. I don't know how many of you guys have natural hair, but I want to show you guys my actual hair underneath here. It has been growing for a year. I've been chemical free. After some of y'all know, if you've been with me for the whole, 2.5 years, I had kidney failure and my hair fell out completely. So I started with nothing, just peach fuzz on my scalp, right? So I want to show you what my hair looks like after a year of growth. Like literally, this is how much hair you can grow in a year. That's what I want to show you. So I may do it tomorrow. If I don't, I'll make sure to do it before Wednesday because I want to do, I want to get as many black products as I have together and do all face and everything of African American beauty products or whatever. So I have some stuff planned for you guys, and we're going to do some positive stuff and we're going to, educate and innovate and be great. So look, we have been on the air for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I think it's time for us to go to bed. It is midnight, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time in the great state of Alabama. And I need to catch up on my TV. Carol says I'm natural and I'm 53. Yes. And wrinkle free. No facelifts in my future. Is it Whitley that did this? And what was the name of it? Whitley. I'm like, is that a thing? Do we need to stretch our face back like Whitley or whatever to, make sure that we don't have wrinkles? Out and about. Why would you come in here at the end? What you been doing out and about? Out and about and out. What have you been doing? But hey, babe, I love you so much. Full of life says I enjoy learning which brush to. We ain't even gonna talk about brushes. I've got so many brushes. That's a whole show by itself. Is the brushes. That's a whole show by itself. Is it 1 a.m.? Yeah, it's time for us to go to bed. No, she looks old. No, I do not look my age. I stopped aging a few years ago. I preserves, doesn't he? Full of Life says, you have got to talk about the interview between Oprah and Harry and Meghan at another time. Most certainly. Did that happen tonight? I want to talk about the interview, and I also want to talk about Coming to America. I'm going to watch that either tonight or tomorrow. So don't none of y'all tell me about the movie. Don't spoil it because I want to watch it and then give my, commentary on it. So Ree says that good night. This old girl is going to take her sleeping pill. Ree, you're not old. You're not old. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. You guys, please stay safe out there. Our numbers for COVID is it's really shrinking. You saw it tonight. Okay, good. Our numbers for COVID is shrinking, and I'm really glad about that. You guys, wear your masks regardless of, if you've got that ordinance in your state or not, just to stay safe because we're still in a pandemic. I really, really, really would love for you guys to, stay safe for you and your families and all that kind of stuff. So appreciate you guys coming and hanging with me for almost 2.5 hours. Y'all made my night. Also, Carol, you liked it. I'm gonna watch it. If I don't watch it tonight, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Thank you once again. I appreciate y'all. You have no idea how much. Now, the little ticker at the bottom is telling you to live on purpose. That is my website. So go to living-on-purpose.com and get your life with me on my website. And I also have let me put this banner up so you guys can see. If you guys want to join my Discord, you can. You can join my Discord, and I'm gonna put it in the chat so you guys can actually. There you go. So if you want to, you can join my Discord, get in there and, talk and all that kind of stuff. We talk about all kinds of stuff all the time. So, whatever you want to talk about, that's fine. Get in there, meet some new people, talk about our favorite television shows and all that kind of stuff. And listen, I am going to bed. I need a snack first and then I'm going to bed. But anyway, I love you guys so much. I will be talking to you guys tomorrow. So sleep tight. And until then, mwah, live on purpose. Bye, guys.